and welcome, or welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some Easter treats to share with you that are really super easy to make, and I'm going to also share with you exactly how to package them. So, if you want to know how to make them, stick around. I'll show you how. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Right, Maxwell?
Okay, for this first one, we're just going to mix up a batch of Rice Krispies treats, and we're going to use 6 cups of the Rice Krispies, and we're just going to put this in a bowl and set this aside. And then we're going to take some marshmallows. I'm using the mini marshmallows, and I'm going to use 5½ cups. If you want to use the larger marshmallows, you can. You just need a 10-ounce bag, and you use the entire bag. Next, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter to my marshmallow mix, and I'm just going to cut this into small pieces. And then I'm going to put this into the microwave and melt it. So you want to start at 30-second intervals and then kind of stir between. Now, this actually worked pretty good in about 30 seconds. Just keep stirring until all of your butter is melted, because your marshmallows will stay hot for a while. Okay, then once you get all that mixed together, just go ahead and pour all of your Rice Krispies in here, and then just start stirring it up really good until every one of those are coated. And this is going to be a pretty thick mixture, but just kind of really take some time, get it all coated, and then we're going to set it aside and let it cool for a little bit. Okay, after these have cooled down a little bit, I'm just going to coat my hands with some butter, and I'm going to roll these out into the shape of an egg. Now, if you wait a little bit until this is cooled a little bit, it won't be so gooey on your hands. If you do it right after you mix it up, you'll have this stuck all over your hands. And I'm just going to make a bunch of these in the shape of an egg. And this made quite a bit. And you can make some other shapes as well. I am going to shape this into the shape of a carrot. And then once I get all these decorated, you'll see how pretty these all turn out. But just kind of shape it into the shape of a carrot. And then I made several of these. The rest of that batch, I just greased 6 muffin pans, and I'm just going to make like a little bird's nest of these. So just kind of take a big chunk of them, push them down in there, and then make a cavity in the center so we can put some candy in it. And these don't take long to make, and then you can leave them in the pan until they really cool completely. That's what I would highly recommend. And I'm going to make 6 exactly the same way. Okay, next I'm going to take some almond bark, and then I'm going to take a glass with a little piping bag in it, and I'm going to melt this into the microwave. Now, I'm going to show you what I did that was wrong. You cannot put water-based food coloring in with the almond bark. You have to get an oil-based food coloring. But I'm putting in several drops of the yellow and several drops of the red to kind of make an orange color. And I ended up saving this, thank God for sprinkles, because it did end up working. But just mixed that up together, and then I did melt my almond bark in here with it. Now, it made it really thick, but I was able to save it, and I'll show you how I did that here in just a second. Melted, I just mixed it up really good. I put it down into my piping bag, and it was pretty thick. So then I just cut a little opening in the bottom of my piping bag, and I just iced over the top of each one of the eggs. It's kind of like a little clump of the icing on this. It did end up working, and then I am going to cover it with sprinkles, so it did end up working. So if you are going to put food coloring into almond bark, you need to buy an oil-based food coloring. And then I just sprinkled a lot of sprinkles over the top of them, and this ended up making it work. And then I put it in the freezer for a little bit, just to kind of let it set up for a little bit. Next, for my little nest, I'm just melting a couple of blocks of almond bark, pouring it down into my piping bag. I'm just going to cut the tip of it off, and I'm going to put it into the center of each one of my little nests. Now, then I got some sprinkles from Kroger that are like Easter sprinkles. It look like little grass and little eggs, and I'm just going to put those down in the center of each one of these. And if you can't find these, just find something that kind of looks like grass for sprinkles. And then I'm just going to put these into the refrigerator and let them set up for a little while. And to package these, I'm just putting these into some little cupcake holders. I got these from Amazon. They're just a neutral colored cupcake holder. And then I'm adding a few little Easter M&Ms right into the center. And I'm going to put my eggs into the little cupcake holders as well. Now, I'm making all this for my family. If you're going to make this to sell, you want to be sure and wear gloves while you're making this. Okay, to package these, I got these little cookie boxes from Amazon. I'll give you the link for these. And I'm going to add 2 of the little nests to each one of these, and then I'm going to add 2 of the little eggs to each one of these. This filled this box up completely. And then just going to close the lid, and then we're going to decorate them here in just a little bit.
And then after I packaged my first one, I figured out that it looked a little bit cuter if you diagonal them like that. Okay, next to package these, I got these little Giga Bunnies from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put one on each one of my packages. And then I'm going to tie a ribbon around the front part, and then I decided to get a double-sided tape just to make sure that the bunny did stay on my package better. Just put a little bit on the back just to adhere it to your package, and then just tie the ribbon into a bow on the front. These were pretty simple. I thought these turned out so cute. All right, look how cute that is. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, then I did get my oil-based food color, and I'll give you the link for this in the description below. I bought it on Amazon, and I'm going to use an orange and a green on this. And I'm going to use 2 cubes of the almond bark, and I'm going to melt those down. Okay, next I'm going to take a piping bag, and I'm going to place it down into a glass. And then after I get my almond bark all mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and add my food coloring. And this is a gel food coloring, so you can just use however much you want. I'm just kind of making it a pastel color. And then once you get it all mixed up, you're just going to pour it down into your piping bag. And push all that to the bottom, cut off the tip of your piping bag, and then we're just going to go across these, and I'm going to go back over them several times. I didn't want to waste any of this, so I tried to figure out exactly how much I needed on them first, and then I'm going to go back on over them until I've used up all of it. And if you make several of these, you don't have to use this much of the almond bark. You could probably just do a little bit on here. But I didn't want to throw any away, so I'm going to completely cover these completely. Okay, next I'm going to melt some more of the almond bark, and I'm going to add my green. And this is going to be for the carrot top. Okay, next, once you get your piping bag filled, just cut the very tip off and then decorate the top. And I'm just going to kind of making little squiggly lines and then one down the center to make it a little bit more pronounced. And then you can fill in with the rest of it at the top. I kind of went back in and filled a little bit more in. But that's pretty much how I did my little carrots. And then I'm going to transfer them over to a cookie sheet and put them in the freezer. Okay, then to package these, I'm just taking a triangular shaped bag, and I'm going to put it all the way down as far as I can get it into this bag. And then I'm going to take some tape and just tape the bottom to the back. And then I'm going to take a little clear rubber band, wrap it around the top just to hold this all together. And then I'm taking an orange and white checked ribbon. I'm going to double it up because I want to have 2 ribbons together to kind of make it a little bit more substantial. And I'm just going to tie it around the front and tie it into a bow. And that's pretty much it. That's all I did on these. I think they turned out so cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, for this next one, I'm using 3 cubes of almond bark, which is equivalent to 6 ounces, and I'm going to melt it in the microwave. I'm going to add some Biscotti cookie butter, and you can use peanut butter as well. Honestly, I think peanut butter would be a little bit easier because it's not going to be quite as thick. And I'm going to use 1/4 of a cup to add to my white almond bark. And then I'm also going to use 2 tablespoons of butter. Separate bowl, I'm going to use some rice Chex, and I'm going to use 4 cups. And then just set that aside. Almond bark is completely melted. Go ahead and add your butter, and then go ahead and add your cookie butter or your peanut butter if that's what you're using. And then just get this mixed up really well. And you can put this back in the microwave for a little bit if it does get thick. Once you have all that mixed up, you're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and then a little bit of salt, just like a pinch. And then just stir that up really good. And then my bowl got kind of hot in the microwave, so I'm having to hold it with a paper towel. Then go ahead and add your Chex Mix and get it mixed in thoroughly. Just really coat this well. Next, you're going to grab a Ziploc bag, add about a cup of powdered sugar, and then add your Chex Mix into this bag. Then we're going to zip it up, and we are going to shake it until each piece of that Chex Mix gets coated with the powdered sugar. Just really shake it up good, and it'll coat it pretty easily. And then I'm going to pour it out on some parchment paper and let it cool completely. That cooled, I just put it into a bowl, and I'm just going to add some M&Ms, Easter M&Ms, and I'm going to pour quite a few in here and then just mix this up. To package these, I got these little cups from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to fill each one of these with this mix. This actually made quite a few. And then once you get them completely filled, we're going to go ahead and bag them.
This one recipe did fill 6 containers full. Okay, then to package these, I'm just going to place the whole cup down into a plastic bag. Just go all the way down to the bottom, and then we're just going to go ahead and take some tape and box in the corners. So you're just going to take the piece of tape on each of the corners and then just tuck it up underneath your container. This will kind of clean it up a little bit and make it a little bit more snug. And then I'm just going to take a clear rubber band to tie around the top. And then I'm just going to cut the top off just a little bit. And then I got this blue and white checked ribbon from Amazon. I'll give you the link for that. And I'm just going to tie a bow right around the very front. Okay, then I got these little buddies at Hobby Lobby. I took the jute string off of it. I'm adding baker's twine to the center of that hole, and I'm just going to tie it around the very top part of my container. You can leave the jute on there if you want to, but I thought the baker's twine looked a little bit cuter. Just go up underneath your bow and then just tie it on there. And this was pretty simple. And any little Easter embellishment will work for these. Look how cute that is. Let me know what you think in the comments. This next one, I'm just going to line a cookie sheet with some parchment paper and set that aside. So I'm going to take a 24-ounce pack of almond bark, and I'm going to use the entire container. And I'm just going to break it up into cubes and put it into a microwave-safe dish. Now, you can use chocolate for this if you would rather. It'll work just as good. Just kind of break up the cubes. That way it'll melt a little bit easier. And then put it in the microwave at 30-second intervals until it's completely melted. Okay, after that's melted, I'm going to add a half a cup of salted peanuts and about a cup of pretzels, and I am breaking them up into small pieces. And you can use any kind of pretzels you want to. I just had this kind. You can just use regular stick ones as well. But just get that salty taste in there with that sweet, and it tastes so good. And then mix that up really, really good. And then after that's mixed up good, you're just going to spread it out onto your parchment paper. And then just kind of spread it thin. Just get all of that out of there. Just use a spatula. It works really good. And these bowls I'm using right here, that's from the Dollar Tree. They're great for microwave. But just kind of spread it out thin. Not so thin that you can see through it, but just kind of get it spread out there. Okay, once you get it completely spread out, then we're going to add some of the Easter M&Ms to give it some color. And I'm adding these after the fact. Don't mix them in with your mixture, otherwise your almond bark will cover them completely. And then tap your pan, put it in the refrigerator, and let it set up until it's hard. Once that's set up, then you're just going to break this into smaller bite-sized pieces. And don't make them so small. Just kind of give them probably about maybe an inch to inch and a half size. And then to package these, I just got these little party favor boxes from Dollar Tree. You can also get these at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. They have some that are very similar. And these are kind of just like a little thin box. You just stand them up and they stand up by themselves. And then I'm just adding a clear bag to these, any size bag that'll go down inside of these. And then I'm just going to fill these pretty full. And I'm putting the bag in here first instead of on the outside of it because you can get quite a bit more in here than the size of the container. Next, I'm just going to tie a rubber band around the top. This ended up filling 4 bags. You could actually get 5 bags out of this if you didn't put them as full. And then I'm just going to put a coordinating colored ribbon around the front and just tie it into a bow. Decorate these up a little bit. I got these little felt carrots from Hobby Lobby. They have a glue dot on the back of them, but I'm going to attach these with some Tombow glue. You can use any kind of glue like a Elmer's glue or anything like that, but definitely glue them because they won't stay on there if you don't. All right, look how cute those turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video today. These would make great gifts for your friends, your family, your coworkers, your church family. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video upload. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if nobody's told you today, you're awesome. See you next time. Thanks for watching.